Hi everybody, Steve Degnan, advisor board member, former chief HR officer, with a quick take today based on a question from Instagram. How far do we have to go with reasonable accommodation? That's a term that comes out of the Americans with Disabilities Act that says we should reasonably accommodate people with disabilities as long as they are qualified for the role and can do the quote unquote essential functions. Disclaimer here, I am the board chair of Starcloth Disability Institute, wonderful organization I've been involved with many years. But this is not a planted question. This is a real one. First of all, the term reasonable, let's talk through that. That means doable. It won't break the bank. And we should maintain an open mind to it. I recommend looking at this in terms of ROI, return on investment. If we do it, will we get our return on it? And when you think about the cost of keeping a job open for an extended period of time, whether you hire someone with disabilities or not, I think that might lead you down the right path. Next, let's talk about this term essential functions. I think we all learned after the pandemic hit and half of America's workforce went home that the only essential function out there really was sitting in a chair and looking at a computer. Despite that, I recently was listening to a great speaker, Dan Van Zandt, at a disability conference put on by Starcloth Disability Institute, who mentioned that this 25-pound rule that every job description still has to some extent, that you need to be able to pick something up 15 or 25 pounds, it's kind of archaic and out the window and unnecessary, and just a signal of the need to reconsider everything these days. Beyond that, even in factories, I saw towards the end of my tenure as a chief HR officer, control rooms that need to be monitored and adjusted are far more common these days and emerging in factories more so than tons and tons of physical labor. I see a day when we even have people with disabilities working in those control rooms. Assistive tools now are better than they've ever been and widely available. They're even built into a lot of the software platforms we use like MS Office. So start to rethink this. I'm going to offer up Starcloth Disability Institute for consulting one last time. Check them out. I'll put their information in the comments. They can help you even find grants to help you implement these things at your company. People with disabilities are gritty and resilient, and I highly recommend them for any role.